Okay, so here we are. Sheetrock is done, and this is one of the most important parts about every single house that I have to say every builder screws up. So anytime you have new drywall, you have joint compound on the seams, and you have paper on all of the wall surfaces. A lot of builders cheap out and they just go straight into paint. And I don't know if you can see this, but right here is a good example. So you can see where the paper is, and then you see where the compound is, and then you see where paper is again. So if you do not come through and prime your walls with a heavy duty primer and then sand the primer, all of these seams will come through in your paint. You might not be able to see it in the right light, but in the right light, it will always pop out and you'll forever go, what in the world is going on here? I don't really understand it. I've painted this many of times and I keep getting these flashes. So in this house, we are going through and we are using the best paints. We're not using cheap paint by no means. We're all doing Sherwin-Williams, and everything that we sprayed today throughout the house is a bonding primer that's going to help stop all that flashing. You can see it right here, right now, just through the primer. But what if this was a finished coat? You'd still have that and you'll never understand why it's there. And it's really bad in ceilings. And this house is gonna have a level 4 finish with the sheetrock. So this basically brings it up to a level 5. So you're gonna have flawless walls inside of the house. So the biggest thing in sheetrock world that separates everything, you got 5 levels. Level 5 is the best. So the biggest thing that takes it up to a level 5 is basically spraying on this very thick, heavy primer that then will get sanded. And after it's sanded, everything gets vacuumed so there's no dust, paint dust on anything. And then we come in and we paint all the colors. But here you can see this room right here, everything's still wet. It just got painted, but you can still see very clearly as the paint dries where it's absorbing. So right here, perfect example. Paint laid very flat on the paper, it just sucked it in, dried it right up, and you can literally see where every spackle spot was from the sheetrocker. That's the reason we are going above and beyond, making sure this house is absolutely flawless, just for you. But we're building a quality name product here, and we don't skimp anywhere, if you haven't noticed throughout the rest of the build. But yeah, tomorrow there'll be a lot of sanding, and then we'll begin some first coat of paint. This house will actually have 3 coats on top of this, but we're gonna do the first 2 coats, then we're gonna stop, let the flooring go in, let the trim carpentry go in, and then we're gonna come back in and do our final wall colors, and then we're gonna do the 3 coats on all of our interior trim and millwork to make it look flawless.